Dan Wilson here, one of the editors at Tamebay, and doing one of my little weekly roundups, looking at the big stories in e-commerce marketplaces, what's been going on. You might be able to hear in the background that it's actually raining rather heavily down here on the Sussex coast. So maybe the break in the weather from the heat wave will be good for online sales. We'll see. We've written a bit about that, and certainly the national commerce environment has been affected. But the big news, unusually in August, when often not a great deal happens, eBay has announced its seller release for the autumn. So the new services, changes, policies and the likes, which are coming later in the year, are all there. Chris has covered them at length on Tamebay and various roundups. You can find the links to the stories below if you're watching this on Tamebay. But the three big things to think about. Firstly is changes and increases to the seller surcharge. That's the 4% in additional fees that sellers who are not up to snuff, in eBay's opinion, have to pay on top of their usual monthly charges. So take a look out for that. Secondly, the returns policy. There are some changes there and requirements. There's also some new information on duplicate listings, which is important. But I think probably in terms of something you can solve is they're putting the price, doubling the price of the subtitle. So you know you've got your title, your item title. That's where you describe what you're selling on eBay, and then you've got your item description and your item specifics, where you give more information. Well, some people use the subtitle. It's not necessarily the best way of doing it, especially if you've still got space in your title field. But they do, and they're doubling it, and they haven't necessarily talked about it. So it could be, when that comes along the way, that you find your monthly bill is rather greater than you expected. So if you're using subtitles, go and have a look, find out, and you could save yourself some cash. What else have we got? The British government, at the end of the last week, has said that it's interested in introducing what the press is already calling an Amazon tax. So obviously Amazon frequently makes the headlines because a lot of people perceive it to not pay its fair share of tax. I mean, of course, all its staff pay their income tax and national insurance, and you sellers, you're registered and paying VAT, and you're paying your staff. But because of the international structuring of Amazon, they're considering the sales they make in the UK, their total tax bill doesn't seem that enormous. Now, of course, there's no suggestion that they're breaking the law. It's entirely above board. But it does look like a small tax bill for an awful lot of sales. So it's an easy thing to land by the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Philip Hammond, to say we need an online tax and online sales, and he's positioned that very much as something that will save the high street. It means more fun, more level playing field for the high street. And what with House of Fraser's recent difficulties, the health of the high street is very much in the news. Now, of course, we don't think that an online sales tax makes a great deal of sense. We also think it massively overlooks how many small businesses are selling online, are trading online. It's not just big players like Amazon. So if you put an additional charge on something bought online, specifically, then we think that's another expense on small businesses who do pay business rates, tax, and all sorts of other things, and rent and mortgages for their premises. So it doesn't necessarily add up. So anyway, read about that. We've got a lively discussion going on, and we hope you have a fantastic week. And we'll see what's coming. We've got bank holiday weekend in a few weeks, but already starting to think about Christmas here at Tamebay and Peak and Black Friday. So yeah, thanks for watching Tamebay TV, and thanks for reading Tamebay. Cheers.